Hi Olive, teacher Hannah here, and today I am going to read you a story called Sammy Spider's First Mitzvah, and this story is about the mitzvah, the good kind thing that we can do about bikur cholim, and bikur cholim means visiting the sick. So it is a mitzvah. It is a good, kind, nice thing to do to take care of someone and visit someone who is sick. Because when you're sick and you don't feel good, you can get really sad and it can be really hard, right? We've all been sick and it is not fun. And we've all seen our brothers or sisters or mommies or daddies be sick. And it's not fun to be sick. So it is a mitzvah to make a card for someone who's sick, or to make them food, to bring them a meal, or to call them on the phone and tell them that you hope they feel better. So let's read about Sammy Spider's first mitzvah. How to cheer up a sick friend. Sammy Spider heard a loud achoo. He looked down from his web and saw Josh Shapiro curled up on the couch below. Again, Sammy heard the sound. Achoo! Mother, shouted Sammy. What's wrong with Josh? He caught a cold, answered Mrs. Spider. Can I catch a cold too? Asked Sammy. Mrs. Spider laughed. Silly little Sammy, spiders don't catch colds. Spiders catch flies. And for that, we need to spin a web. Mrs. Shapiro walked into the room. Time for your medicine, Josh, she said, feeling his head. I think you may still have a fever. This will make you feel better. Sammy gave Mrs. Spider a puzzled look. Josh is sick, explained Mrs. Spider, and the medicine helps him. Sammy looked at the teaspoonful of pink medicine. It smelled like strawberries. Can I have some medicine too? He asked. Silly little Sammy. Spiders don't take medicine. Spiders spin webs. Just then, the doorbell rang. Mrs. Shapiro opened the door. It was their new neighbor from Israel. Hi, Moti, she exclaimed. Sammy was excited. Look, Mother, Moti is here. But Josh can't play. He is sick. When someone is sick, it is a mitzvah to visit them, Mrs. Spider replied. Sammy saw Moti give Mrs. Shapiro a covered dish. My mommy asked me to bring this chicken soup for Josh. Chicken soup always makes me feel better when I have a cold, said Moti. Josh waved at Moti from the couch. Thank you for the soup. Chicken soup is my favorite. But don't come any closer. I don't want you to catch my cold. Achoo! La briut, said Moti. It means to your health. It's the Hebrew word that you say when someone sneezes. I hope you feel better soon, Moti said, waving goodbye. Mrs. Shapiro put the chicken soup in a bowl for Josh. It's yummy, said Josh, slurping a spoonful. Sammy smelled the delicious soup. Mother, may I have some chicken soup too? He asked. Silly little Sammy. Spiders don't eat soup. Spiders eat flies. And for that, we need to spin a web. How can I help Josh feel better? Sammy asked. How can I do a mitzvah? Why don't you spin a web for him? Suggested Mrs. Spider. Sammy waited for Josh to finish his soup, and then he hovered above Josh's head and began spinning. Josh giggled as the little spider happily spun a web. Sammy was so busy spinning that he didn't hear Mr. Shapiro come home. Mr. Shapiro smiled at Josh. You look like you're feeling a little better, he said, handing him a gift. Mrs. Spider slid down to hug Sammy. I think your spinning really helped Josh. Sammy watched Josh unwrap a toy train. "Mother, what is that?" asked Sammy. "Achoo!" she answered. "Labrioot, Mother," Sammy shouted. "To your health." The end.